Jungkook captured Wine in his arms, not letting her go, even if she complained several times now that she was getting late. But he was not getting done. He could never had enough of her. He kept her in his arms securely, leaving kisses all over her neck. Jungkook, so what if you're getting late? What are they going to do? Fire you? There was flex hidden behind his words. She was a model, a well known and highly demanded one, a top celebrity working for an agency, and it was like they hit a jackpot. Why would they fire the traitor? She was not like this since the start. She had it very rough. It took her countless failures and painful experiences to reach that point, but she never gave up. Jungkook supported her dream even after their wedding. He was a man whom the world dreaded, but that only added more fear to those under him after she came into his life. A single strand of her hair is hurt, and he would wreak a havoc. She was his queen, and he turned the whole world into her kingdom. Why? Even if they want to, they can't. Because certainly, everyone fears my husband like their biggest nightmare is standing before them. Jungkook looked in her eyes with amusement reflecting his whole face. Jungkook, they should. No one stands against my wife. She chuckled and rolled her eyes. Wine. Oh God. Just go. She pushed him, and this time he let her. Wine. I'll see you later. Don't forget your meal. She pecked his lips last time and got down the car. Jungkook drove off once she was inside the building. Everyone was waiting for her. All the equipment and staff members were ready. She felt bad, apologizing to everyone once she reached there. It was a friendly environment. Everyone was chill with each other, like they were to wine. But they knew their limits since the man behind her was someone no one ever wanted to face in their lives. Wine got busy with her work, and so did Jungkook as he went to his office. They had pretty busy lives, so they made sure they would try to find time for each other, always. Once the night fell and sky was devoured by the darkness, Jungkook was out there waiting for her. When she stared out of her work building, it was like this, always on time. She hopped in the car. Jungkook saw how she had not changed out of her photo shoot outfit. She was filled in accessories and makeup. She groaned out of tiredness and used his arm as her pillow. Jungkook, looks like you've been extra busy today. She nodded with a tired yawn. Wine. There were two concepts. It was too long. Oh God, I want a pizza and my husband on my bed. Jungkook, as my lady wants. Once the two reached home, Jungkook helped her out of her outfit. He removed her heels and her dress while she watched him with love-filled eyes, doing everything on his own, even if he was probably tired after a long day too. Wine, I'm afraid the pizza is going to feel betrayed because I might eat you up. Jungkook laughed and got beside her on the bed. Jungkook, man at your service, Your Highness. She giggled and leant her body weight against him as the two enjoyed their pizza and watched some movie to relax and spend some time together. 2 weeks had passed by since that night. Everything was going perfectly. The two stayed busy in their works, taking out time for each other every chance they get. The knife was always there. No one was ever getting in between them. Jungkook was returning home in his car when he saw a huge billboard of wine. His wife was there advertising a product seemed like a perfume. She looked as majestic as she always did in his eyes. The screen changed into another photo of her, something that changed his whole aura. The adoration in his eyes shifted by something dark as he closed his eyes, his hands balling into fists, and he was certainly not happy with it at all. Vine was eating Subway on her break while the stylist just got her ready for the next shoot. She laughed as she joked around with the staff members. Getting a text from Jungkook, her smile turned down when she read it. Come home. We need to talk. For all she knew, something happened. It might be a simple text, but it was enough to drop her heartbeat. Wine. I think I need to go home. She looked at her manager, who looked bewildered. Manager, you can't. We need to finish this. Everything is ready. Wine. Jungkook called. It was just a name, but no one dared utter another word. It was the dread he settled in everyone's heart. When she returned home, it was as silent as it could be. Dark, no source of light. When she turned on the lights, he was sitting on the couch, waiting for her patiently. Jungkook, she called as she went near him. He looked mad, but he would never hurt her, right? Jungkook, what is this? He turned his cell phone screen towards her. It was one shoot she did probably 4 weeks ago. Wine. What about it? Is it because it's with a man? Jungkook exhaled and threw his head down. Why would it go there? He tossed his phone away on the table and stood up. Jungkook, what did we talk about? I told you I'm always going to support you. And you told me you're going to understand my line of work. Jungkook, I told you there's everything you can do, but you need to be aware of certain things that are going to put you in spotlight in front of my enemies, are going to give them a chance to come after me. Wine. It's just a picture, Jungkook. You're not making any sense. Jungkook, what's so hard to understand? You're the most important thing to me. And if they come after you, I'll fight them. Each one. But I'm a realistic person. Jungkook, a bomb in a car, a bullet in a camera, poison in juice, or a dagger flying out of nowhere from the sky, and the person is dead on the street right there. Why? Why is it all related to my shoot? Jungkook, I made an image. I cleared it to the whole world that one I own my woman and I'll bring down their whole kingdom. But my woman is showing them that it is very easy for any man to reach her. Why? I'm a celebrity, Jungkook. I meet 100 people daily and thousands of them on events. Jungkook, private events. Why? Why? You're asking me to stay away from men because it somehow gives your enemies an image that I'm inviting them to be all over me. She took it wrong, but it made him more mad than he was. Was it all the impression he made on her? But come again. There was never a talk of another man or woman between them before. Jungkook, you don't understand how this shit works. It's not all about the fame and reputation. We talk in blood and massacre. Ryan, then make me understand. And if you have a problem, you should have told me earlier. Like you said, I don't understand these things. So why are you expecting me to know what to avoid beforehand? Jungkook, I told you several times for God's sake. Ryan, no, you're being one typical man who got extremely mad because they got a photo with someone else. She stormed out, going to her room and slammed the door shut behind her. Jungkook was mad, but he understood her anger as well. It was not an easy thing to be his partner, someone who killed for a living, someone who lived the way normal people wouldn't understand. His cell phone rang, and that one call had enough power to turn his whole world upside down. To be continued.